Do you know what freight brokerage is? It is a type of business where goods are transported from one place to another. Freight brokers coordinate the transportation of goods for their clients by working with carriers, such as truckers and shipping companies. If you are thinking about starting a freight brokerage business or are just curious about what it entails, continue. We will explain everything you need to know about this industry. What is freight brokerage, and what does it involve? Freight brokerage involves coordinating the transport of goods from one place to another, working with carriers, such as truckers and shipping companies. Can do this, in most cases. Freight brokers act as a middleman between the client and the carrier. They find carrier services that meet the client's needs and budget and negotiate rates on behalf of the client. There are many different aspects to freight brokerage, which can make it a complex business. However, if you have a good understanding of the logistics involved in transporting goods, then you should be able to handle this type of business. There are two main types of freight brokers: load boards and contract brokers. Load boards are online platforms that connect shippers with carriers. On the other hand, contract brokers work with specific carriers to transport goods for their clients. What are some of the largest freight brokerages in the world? Some of the largest freight brokerages in the world include JB Hunt, CH Robinson, and XPO Logistics. These companies have hundreds of employees and operate in multiple countries. To learn more about freight transportation, check out our previous post. The benefits and challenges of freight brokerage. There are many benefits to starting a freight brokerage business. For one, it can be a very profitable venture. If you are able to find clients who need your services, and you are able to negotiate good rates with carriers, you can make a lot of money. Additionally, it is a business that has low startup costs. You will not need to invest in any expensive equipment or vehicles, and you can often work from home. Finally, it is a business that offers a lot of flexibility. You can choose your hours and work as much or as little as you want. As with any business, some challenges come with starting a freight brokerage. One of the biggest challenges many new and established businesses face is finding clients. You will need to market your business and convince potential clients that you are the best option for their needs. Additionally, you will need to build relationships with carriers. This can be difficult, as they may be reluctant to work with a new broker. Finally, you will need to stay up to date on the latest industry trends and regulations. This can be challenging, as the freight industry is constantly changing. How to get started in freight brokerage. If you are interested in starting a freight brokerage business, there are a few things you need to do. First, you will need to obtain a license from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. This is required for all brokers who want to operate in the United States. Next, you will need to find clients and carriers. You can do this by advertising, networking, or cold calling potential customers. Finally, you will need to stay up to date on industry trends and regulations. This will help you successfully run your business and avoid any problems. What types of freight are typically transported? There are many different types of freight that a broker can transport. This includes food, beverages, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, machinery, and other industrial equipment. Food consists of any type of perishable or non-perishable item meant to be consumed. This includes fresh fruits and vegetables, meat, dairy products, and prepared meals. Beverages include any type of liquid that is meant to be consumed. This includes water, soda, beer, and wine. Chemicals are any type of substance that is used in the manufacture of other products. This includes fertilizers, pesticides, and cleaning agents. Pharmaceuticals are any type of medication or medical device used to treat a disease or condition. This includes prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, and medical devices. Machinery is any type of equipment that is used in the production of goods or services. This includes factory machines, farm equipment, and construction machinery. Other types of industrial equipment also include any type of item used to produce goods or services. This includes tools, raw materials, and packaging materials. In most cases, the type of freight that is transported will depend on the client's needs. For example, if a client is looking to transport food, the broker will need to find a carrier specializing in this type of freight. The rates for freight brokerage vary depending on the type of service being provided. In most cases, brokers charge a percentage of the total shipping cost. For example, if the total shipping cost is $1,000 and the broker charges 10%, then the broker's fee would be $100. In some cases, brokers may also charge a flat rate. For example, If the broker charges $100 per shipment, the fee would be the same regardless of the total shipping cost. To learn more about the transportation industry, check out our previous post, Tips for Choosing the Right Freight Broker. If you are looking for a freight broker, you should keep a few things in mind. First, you will need to choose a licensed and insured broker. This will protect you in case of any problems during the shipping process. Next, you will need to find a broker that has experience shipping the type of goods you need to ship. For example, if you are looking to ship food, you will want to find a broker with experience shipping this type of freight. Finally, you should get quotes from multiple brokers before choosing one. This will help you ensure that you are getting the best possible rate. Freight brokerage can be a profitable business, but it is essential to keep in mind that challenges come with it. You will need to find clients, build relationships with carriers, and stay up to date on the latest industry trends and regulations. However, if you are willing to work, starting a freight brokerage can be a great way to earn a good income. An important thing to keep in mind when choosing a freight broker is visibility. Visibility is huge when it comes to tracking your shipment and making sure that your shipment is on track. Luckily, out of the many ELD and GPS tracking providers, there are two that we wholeheartedly recommend. Affiliate disclaimer. Freight Chain is supported by our readers. When you purchase through links on our site, we may earn an affiliate commission that helps keep our website and its content. Thank you. Learn more. Keep Truckin' is the best way to ensure your delivery goes off without any hitches. With their easy-to-use app, drivers can track hours and get an inspection report on their phone. No more wasted time or stressed customers. Check out Keep Truckin' today. The time is now. You do not have to be left behind in this modern world. Join Samsara and get your business up to date with their user-friendly platform. No matter what type of transportation service you offer, they ensure that it is fully compliant for today's day and age. So stop waiting around or finding someone else when all the information necessary can easily fit into one place at once from experts who know their stuff inside out. Check out Samsara today. If you want to learn more about ELD and GPS providers, check out our previous post, How to Handle Shipping Disputes. If you are a freight broker, there is always the potential for shipping disputes, whether it is a carrier that damages your shipment or a client that does not pay their invoice. Shipping disputes can be costly and time-consuming. However, you can do a few things to minimize the risk of shipping disputes. You should always work with licensed and insured carriers. This will protect you in case of any damage to your shipment. You should get everything in writing. This includes the contract between you and the carrier, as well as the contract between you and the client. This will help to avoid any misunderstandings that could lead to a dispute. You should stay up to date on the latest industry trends. Final thoughts. Freight brokerage is a great business to get into, but it is not without its challenges. The good news is that with the right planning and preparation, you can overcome any obstacle and be successful in this industry. Have you ever considered starting your own freight brokerage business? If so, we encourage you to do your research and give it a try. We think you will find that it's a gratifying career. Disclaimer. Freight Chain provides educational content only. It should not be taken as professional advice. You should always consult a freight shipping expert before making any decisions.